Hey folks, I hope you're well. A very warm welcome to this little ride and review on the Boardman SLR 8.9. Well, it's Friday evening after work, and as you can see I'm out in my local hills just getting a few miles in, and what a fantastic area this is to ride a bike here in the Pennines in northwest UK. What we'll do in this video is we'll make our way up this quite famous local climb called Blackstone Edge. And when we get to the top, I'll find a little spot and show you around the bike. We'll run through some of the main specifications. And then we'll head back down and I'll give you a few thoughts on things I really like about this bike and whether I have any sort of criticisms of the bike now that I've owned it and been riding it for a good while now. So come along for the ride, pun intended, and yeah, let's get into the review. Okay, it's pretty windy up here on the top of Blackstone Edge, probably about, I don't know, 1200, 1300 feet up in the Pennines, so I don't know if you'll hear any of this, but just quickly kind of talk you through the main bits of the bike. So it's obviously the Boardman SLR 8.9, it's a C7 carbon frame and fork, so for me pretty light, certainly compared to the other road bikes that I've owned and ridden before. It's a Shimano 105 group set. I suppose in all the places where it really matters, there are some FSA and Tektro components in there. Tektro rim brakes, for example, but absolutely fine in my experience so far. It has an FSA crankset, but otherwise it's a 105 group set. The back has an 1130 cassette. A little bit small, particularly if you're doing a lot of hilly riding like I do up here in the Pennines. Maybe an 1132 or a 34 would have been, preferable. Otherwise it's absolutely, fine. Nice comfy saddle, no complaints whatsoever, and I've been, out on this bike all day long, and yeah, completely comfortable, to be honest. And decent kind of no nonsense front end. I've got a medium frame. I'm 180 centimeters tall, or 5'11", and the medium for me is absolutely perfect, and a little bit of room either way I would suggest. What I have done though, and this isn't particularly a grumble about Boardman bikes, I think road bikes in general just have, well for me anyway, stems that are too long, so I've put a short stem on the front, so the medium comes with 100mm, and I've reduced that down to 70mm with a 30-degree rise, so it just sort of shortens the reach and raises the bars a little bit, and that's kind of perfect for how I like to ride. So yeah, voila, bicycle on top of Windy Hill, and let's get back on the bike, and I'm going to head back down, and this is just my favourite bit of this ride. It's an absolute blast down Blackstone Edge. It's windy today, so I'm going to take it easy, but on a good day it's 45-50 miles an hour, and a lot of fun and pretty life affirming. So yeah, I'll catch you in a second. Oh well, it was windy going down here, and it was a really strong headwind alternating with a bit of a dicey crosswind, so nice and steady. I wasn't pushing the pace at all, just making sure I kept a good line on the road, and I got down safe and sound and in one piece, and of course that's the main thing. But wow, what a fantastic descent this is. You can see all the way down towards Rochdale, and then further around to the left in towards Greater Manchester itself. And you can't see on the video, but just off to the right on the opposite hill there's a huge bank of wind turbines, and on a sunny summer evening with the sun setting behind the wind turbines, it just doesn't get any more kind of surreal and enjoyable on a road bike. So yeah, let's make our way down the descent off Blackstone Edge, and we'll check in with a little summary of the bike and some of the pros and cons as I see them. Well, that's me safely down off the tops, and not too far from home now, so I'll just summarise this Boardman SLR 8.9. I think I'd summarise it as a fantastic, entry-level carbon road bike. It's super comfortable. It's the most comfortable road bike I've ever ridden. It's pretty lightweight, certainly compared to my other bike, which is my other main road bike, which is a Tri-Ban RC 520, and yeah, lightweight, comfortable, and just kind of responsive and fun to ride. It's, for me, it's just a bike that I want to grab and go outside and go for a bike ride, and you can't really ask more than that for your bike, to be honest. In terms of criticisms, maybe a slightly bigger cassette at the back, just a minor criticism and personal preference perhaps. Setting it up straight out of the box was more of a faff with this bike than I've ever had with any bike. So particularly the sort of rear derailleur alignment was way out, sort of out of the box. I don't know whether I was just unlucky or they're just put together with a little bit, you know, less care than some of the other bikes I've bought, but really minor grumbles. And to be honest, I haven't got a bad word to say about this bike. If you're thinking about getting one, for me it's you know, a strong recommendation. Go for it and get outdoors, feel better, and happy cycling. Thanks so much for watching this little video, and if you have one of these bikes, or you're you know, a Boardman cyclist, you know what I mean, you have a Boardman bike, let us know what you think of your bike, and if you are thinking about getting one of these, you got any other questions, shoot them over to me and I'll do my best to give you a decent answer. Like, subscribe, all that jazz, if you would be so kind, and yeah, happy cycling, bye.